Hello and welcome to Leeds United's Road to the Premier League Season 2 Episode 8. I'm going to jump straight into this video with Millwall versus Leeds. This is an away game, so as you know, if you've watched my videos before, this is simmed. I've gone with McCormack and Wells up front. I've rested McCall-Smith and Beckford. And I'm going to go ahead and skip this, and we've won 2-1. I'm really pleased with that. Boyd and Green with the goals. One of their lads got a red card. It's just to be expected in it. All simmed games, someone gets sent off. Savage delighted with late winner, a nail-biting game turned into one to remember for Leeds United fans as their players managed to snatch a dramatic late victory against Millwall. That was just the reward for the pressure we exerted in the second half, said Savage. Leeds United were victorious 2-1, and as you can see we are now 5th in the table with 33 points, played 18 games. So we're approaching the midpoint in the season, and we're also approaching December, which means transfer window will soon be open again. Beckford hasn't found the back of the net in 6 games, and is going on a bit of a drought at the moment. Decided to switch a few things around, give Beckford a chance, give him a start, try and get some goals back for him, get some confidence, because his morale is really poor at the moment. Nothing else has changed, no one's gone out alone or anything, so we'll get straight into the game. And Beckford had a very early chance there to break his duck, but unfortunately that's just flown over the bar, and the drought goes on. Leicester City going 1-0 up against Leicester there. And this is just a moment of stupidity by myself. Rodolph Austin is absolutely taking him out there. There's no question that is a penalty. I usually bitch and moan about stuff like that, but not today. That is an absolute penalty, and Charlie Taylor here just slots it down the middle. Absolutely smashes it, and you know what? I deserve that. That is an awful, awful tackle to make in the box, and it was stupid. And I paid the penalty there. They went really close again. Poor clearance by Butland, gifted them the ball at the edge of the area, and luckily that's just wide. Thomas put a beautiful ball in over there, and Beckford just went wide. And Naki Wells, oh, if only he could have got onto the end of that, we could have seen something spectacular. Burnley came forward in numbers though and tried to make it 2-0, which would have probably been game over, but luckily they're offside there. So I think, yes, just offside, luckily. Boyd puts the ball into Robinson, who gets robbed just as he's about to pull the trigger. That is really gutting, but Burnley tried to come forward, but that was half time. Losing 1-0. Not played very well at all. And I need to be much better in the second half, and Beckford really needs to start scoring some goals, because it's hurting me as this. I mean, we're only 5th in the table at the moment. We're only one place above, the playoffs, so it's all there to lose again for me. As you'll know, I lost last season. I lost it in the last game, and going really close there. Wells, he's just headed it straight into the keeper's hands, and Burnley won't be too deterred by that. But finally, oh no, he saved it. He saved Beckford's shot, and what does he have to do to score in this game? Beckford once again comes forward. That's not a penalty either. I think that was a good tackle, but we're piling the pressure on, and finally Beckford's broken his duck. He scored a goal. The drought is over. The drought is finally over, ladies and gentlemen. He has scored after 6 games, and the keeper punches well there, and that could have been another goal. Rodolph Austin forces a fine save from their keeper. Kisnarbo injured, the last thing I bloody needed. Another defender out for a couple of months. Yeah, it's a broken ankle. Oh crap. So I'm gonna have to put Byram into well, I'm gonna have to put Byram at right back. I can't, and left back, and put Leeds. I could switch it round. I can put Charlie Taylor at left back, so he's naturally left back, and put Byram where he usually plays right back, and put Leeds into centre back. Whew. Anyway, after the sub were made, eventually, this kickball It's drop ball. That is ridiculous. What is the point? You might as well have just let the keeper have it. This corner worried me a little bit. I mean, Burnley looked dangerous there, and well, is there a shout for another penalty there for Burnley? Absolutely, absolutely. I'm lucky to get away with that, to be honest. But Beckford comes back and strikes another beautiful shot into the back of the net. We're 2-1 up now. I mean, he's really come leaps and bounds in his second half, and I'm really, really happy about that because, you know, he was a player that wasn't in form, and you need players to be in form. I mean, Mikal Smith will probably be going down the same route soon because he's not getting a game, and George Boyd pulling up there with a pulled muscle, so decided to sub him off. As you'll know if you've played me on FIFA before, I am absolutely useless at free kicks, and that ball was to be won and not to be lost, and we lost it, so never mind. But yeah, Burnley came at me, you know, I came at Burnley, they tried to get me on the counter. It was pretty much all me in the second half. You know, I could have had 3 or 4, but some great defending there. And, you know what I'm like at conceding last minute goals? I'm trying desperately to make sure that didn't happen today because I really need this win to stay in the hunt for the playoffs, and luckily that's just gone wide. The resulting corner, as you know, corner is my Achilles heel as well. I brought Butland out, and well, he's done fantastic there. He's managed to claim that ball when he rightly shouldn't have, and in the 90th minute, Leeds could have sealed the deal there, and I think he's made the wrong decision. If you're at the edge of the box, have a shot. Don't cross it. I mean, I'm talking to myself here because I should have had a shot there, but I was kind of hoping Beckford will get his hat-trick. That would really brighten up his season. But Burnley just put this ball over the top. I dealt with it. I could have passed that back to the keeper, but didn't, and that was it. We've won 2-1 after being 1-0 down. Seem to be making a habit of coming back from 1-0 down. And I'm extraordinarily pleased with that because it's 3 vital points. It's a massive win for us. And we go from here. We've got Huddersfield as the next home game, and you would expect us to absolutely batter them. You would expect us to absolutely batter them. Patrick Isnaba has suffered a broken ankle, and he'll be out for a while, so once again we're having to change it all around, you know. Pearce is still injured, Varney's still injured, couldn't give a crap. I'm going to have to use Peltier. I might have to use Paul Connolly if this keeps up, and Andrury, although he's now 59, he's really not fitting into my plans at the moment, he's just not good enough. Beckford scores at last. 2 managers gave very different interviews, 50-50 decisions all went my way, moaning bastard, face the fact you've lost to the better team, we battered you in the second half, get over it. And as you can see, we've got a 3-point cushion now over Reading, which I'm extraordinarily happy about as well because, you know, we've got a cushion. If we lose a stupid game, we're still going to be in the top 6, so quite delighted with that. We've got Bristol City now, and as you can see, we've drawn to Bristol City. Beckford's got both goals. Wow, his confidence must be going up quite quickly, and no one got sent off for a change, but Bristol City missed a penalty, so it could have been even worse, really. Defensively, not good enough at all. It was as soon as I bought Conley on, it all went to shit. Unfortunately, Tom Lee suffered a minor injury. It was only for a couple of days, so there's nothing to be worried about. And this is a youngster that we've been eyeing up for a while. I mean, he's looking a good prospect. You know, he's only 15, so we'll keep an eye on him and see how he develops in the coming months. Handball incident as Bristol City's manager disappointed. The only topic to debate after the match was whether the goal should have stood. According to the Bristol City's manager, "Was it handball, you're asking me?" He replied to one of the assembled press corps, "Of course it blooming well was." I think we all saw that, didn't we? And this caught my attention. Investment coming for Ipswich Town. There are reports that a group of extremely wealthy businessmen are looking to buy Ipswich Town. So good for them. Currently 10th in the table and one of my rivals, as it would seem, for the playoff spot. Anyway, let's jump into the game against Huddersfield at home. And as I said earlier, we should batter these. I'm sure you all know what's coming, don't you? We should absolutely annihilate Huddersfield. They're not a good team at all. I mean, any Huddersfield fans watching this, I know you're going to frame me or whatever, but you should be doing a lot better than you are at the moment. You've got a hell of a manager in Simon Grace, and trust me, I know, I don't think we should have sacked him ever. And now we have a prehistoric dinosaur as our manager who likes to play hoofball. Anyway, enough of that, we're on to the game, and once again, a stupid penalty. Alan Tate this time, guilty of the challenge, and you know, you don't need your players doing that in the 8th minute. It's just absolute stupidity, and as you'd expect, once again, he's gone down the middle. I really need to learn my lesson. I'm just going to stay down the middle next time. You can never predict where the AI are going to put these balls, but it could have got worse there. I mean, that is a right goal line scramble, nearly on the goal line anyway, and more like a penalty spot scramble, but I'm not doing myself any favours at all here. I give the ball away stupidly, and the throw-on goal again here, as you'll see, and he is just offside, but it's not good enough. Against a team like Huddersfield, it really is not good enough. And this is one of the most well-worked goals that I think I'll ever score. I mean, wow. Just wow. Theo Robinson there with a finish, but the passing play leading up to that goal was absolutely beautiful. And once again, Huddersfield came back. Why have I only got one man defending? That's a really good tackle there. And Huddersfield were causing us all sorts of problems. I'm not sure if it was my formation or their formation or they just wanted it more than us. But, you know, every time it was like 2 against 1. My defenders were nowhere. And Ross McCormack turning on the pace there. He just takes one touch too many and maybe should have pulled the trigger earlier. And, oh my God. How has he saved that? I had no idea how he saved that, and we've got another injury problem here. And oh no, it's Naki Wells. By far my best player this season. He's top goal scorer for me, and he's injured. He's sprained his ankle, so he's only going to be out for a couple of weeks, mind. But Craig McCall-Smith is going to have to come on at least this season. I have a squad worthy of promotion. You know, last season I would have had to have brought, you know, Sutherland on or Proctor, and you all know how good they were last year. Absolutely blooming useless. Anyway, we looked forward, you know, trying to get this win that we should be getting anyway, and I absolutely battered Huddersfield up till half time. I should have been 3 or 4 up. It should have been game over, and pretty much that was the story of my life. The shots like that the keeper just dealt with. I mean, this corner could have gone anywhere, just go straight to the man, and they clear the lines. And Huddersfield broke just before half time. I mean, it should be doing better there. Should be tackling him, and he slots it into the bottom corner. Fair play to him. That is a really well worked goal. And my defending was piss poor, to say the least, and really should be doing better. And it's 2-1 half time, you know. You don't want to go in 2-1 down. Another injury. As you can see, Sam Byram is now on the floor holding his leg. So, yeah, it's 2-1 to Huddersfield at half time. And I'm really getting sick of these injuries and penalties now. I mean, come on, cut me some slack. Give me a break. I don't know what to do about it, because usually you've got an emergency loan window where you can loan defenders and stuff if you've got none left, but you don't have that on FIFA, and I'm really running out of defenders. I'm looking to get quite a few in the transfer window, as you'll see after this game, and oh no, Adam fucking Clayton scored. Of all the people I did not want to score today, Adam fucking Clayton has scored. And yeah, I'll stand on his foot for good measure. Tosser. Anyway, 3-1 to Huddersfield. Can it get any worse? Yes, it fucking can. Adam Clayton fucking scores again. I'm really annoyed about that. The team's just gone to sleep. I've no idea what happened there. 4-1 down to Huddersfield. Just sack me. Sack me now. because I fucking deserve it. That is dog shit. Absolutely awful. I've made some subs, you see. I've brought George Boyd on for McCormack. And whatever I do now, it's not going to make a difference. That's a really cool overhead kick, but it doesn't go anywhere. McCall Smith not really bringing anything to the table. That is a really good goal, but who gives a shit? The game's already well and truly lost, and, you know, scoring in the 86th minute isn't good enough. It's fucking crap. And, you know, I did still try and look to get a draw, but I couldn't get anywhere near the goal. They defended valiantly, and to be fair, Huddersfield deserved the win. I'm really pissed off about that. You know, obviously the defenders I've got are just not good enough. I'm really missing some quality, some leadership back there or something. I mean, how have Huddersfield put 4 against me? We put 4 against them in real life, and we're shite. So, I don't know anyway. I really don't know. We're going to have a hard look at myself. Middlesbrough beat Coventry City 4-1. Coventry City in real trouble. As are Notts County, but they've managed to only lose 2-1 to West Ham, who I think are top of the league, so that's not a bad result by them. And as you'll know, they beat us as well. 2 players injured, as you can see. Sam Byram has suffered a sprained ankle, and Naki Wells also suffered a sprained ankle. For fuck's sake comes to mind. You know, I'm threadbare here. I really am struggling to get anything going. I mean, I've got no players left hardly. Everyone's frigging injured. So let's have a look and see who we can bring in loan or to buy or whatever. I've got plenty of money thanks to the takeover. But I remember saying I won't get stupid with it, and that's the case. I won't get stupid with it. He looks a good prospect currently at Barcelona. He's got good sliding tackles and strength. So basically what I'm looking for is somebody who will stand out at the back, because nobody stands out for me at the moment. Jason Pearce, obviously missing him very much because I've conceded loads more goals since he's been injured. And a youngster I am looking at, Jack Robinson, I've heard good things about, and he's got some pace and speed for a left back, and his balance is very good as well, so we'll definitely inquire about him, maybe to loan, maybe to buy. Depends if they'll let him go. They'll probably want stupid money for him, like every other fucking bastard does, because I'm now rich. Eric Dunn is shite. Shite. You know, most of these people are on loan because they're shite. He's not bad. He's only a striker there. I don't need any more strikers, really. I was mainly looking at centre-backs. Anyway guys, I'm going to end this video here. If you've liked it, let me know. You know, I'm sorry it's been a while since I've done one. I've been playing loads of